big thanks to Napoleon Grills for sponsoring this episode.
Summer is here, and what better to do than cook the real lechon. And if you don't know what lechon is, it's one of the most tastiest piece of pork you ever had in your life. It comes from the Philippines and it's basically pork belly with a crispy outside and a beautiful flavored inside. Now traditionally they roast a whole pig over the fire, over charcoal, stuffed it with all kinds of tasty ingredients. Of course, we're gonna make a small homemade version that you can actually do yourself. But we are going to test what the best way is to get that pork skin extra crispy and crackling. So a couple of days ago I put one piece of pork belly in my dry aged cabinet. And I let it sit there and let the skin dry out as much as I can. And yesterday I put a pork belly upside down in a tray filled with salt and put it in the fridge so that salt can suck out all of the juices from the skin. Let's go inside and pick up these pork bellies. This is our beautiful dry aged pork belly. Listen to the skin, turned hard and tough. I think it feels really dry. And here is my salty pork belly, sitting in salt, drying out that skin. Let's go outside and compare the two. Now we've got them side by side and I want to take my pork belly in salt out of the tray. Look at that. That skin completely changed in color. I want to get rid of that salt. We don't need it any longer. It doesn't do anything for us and nothing for the skin. Just gonna brush it off. And this is the big advantage of using sea salt for a job like that, because you can actually still brush it off. It's the salt that drew out the moisture of the skin. It feels kind of bubbly too. And as you listen real close and you tap on it, the skin feels kind of soft still. And when you compare that to the dry, it's like one solid block. It even feels a little hard. So it's definitely a big difference between these two methods, air drying it or putting it in salt. In these Chinese shops, you see them hanging a lot of times. You just put them up in the window, let them air dry, and then when they cook them, they turn nice and crispy. This method is more of like a home method, using the salt to draw out the moisture. So the big question is, which one of these two techniques is going to give us the most crispy skin? I'm going to use the classic version of the recipe for lechon. So I'm filling these pork bellies with a little bit of garlic, a little bit of ginger, and then some spring onions, some lemongrass, and make sure you break it up first so it releases all of its flavors. Slice fine a red onion and add some of it as well. Now fold them double and tie them up with butcher's twine. Now they're done and ready for a Napoleon grill. Look at how gorgeous they look, and you can actually already tell the difference by so much. Like the way they look, the way they feel. It's just completely worlds apart. And once we figure it out, which one is best, we know how much difference it makes. And a lot of people, they still would like jab the skin and puncture it. But in my experiences, the only thing that will do is just let the fluid seep out, like the fat. It will render out, come out of the skin, and that will destroy the color, so that's not looking good. Also, people use things like vinegar to clean up the skin, and they think it makes it better and crispier, but it actually doesn't. It makes it more moist, and it's more moist to get rid of. So the best way is to keep it like they are and let the grill do its job. So we got only one burner on. I'm closing the lid and I'm gonna let these two cook until they turn nice and crispy. I think we're about halfway in the cook. We're running at a temperature of around 200 degrees Celsius on the lid, which means we might be around 180 at grill grade level. And I can already see the change of color. The dry aged skin kept its nice dark color and is actually starting to brown, whereas the salted skin is turning completely white and is even starting to rupture. The salted skin feels really soft. It's almost like it's separated from the layer that's underneath. But we do have crispy bits on the beginning and end of our lechon. Now with the driest pork, it's a completely different story. We got that beautiful brown color, but we also have a much harder skin. And in the end, we want the skin to turn nice and brittle so you can actually eat it. I'm going to rotate these around to make sure that they cook evenly. Let's close the lid and let them continue to cook. I think we've been cooking now for 4 hours. And just like a half an hour ago, I added the middle burner because I wanted to have some finishing heat. I set it to burn at half the power. And what I was hoping to get is like that final little pop at the crispy bits of the skin. And as you can see, we haven't got that super popcorn thing, but we do have a beautiful crispening up of the skin. Look at that, that's nice and dry and crunchy. And I can say the same for our salt dried skin. If you listen to that, that's super hard and it's looking really good. So now we have a choice to continue to cook the meat and with the chance of overcooking the meat actually, or to stop where we currently are and just take out these both cuts of meat, knowing that one of these skins is super awesome and looking really good, and the other one is looking good but not amazing good. I don't know, it's like I have no doubt about the air dry skin. This is perfect, but the salt dried skin, I don't know. There's like a little bit in me that says we need to cook it further or we need to perform some tricks to get it right. What I want to do first is take both of them off, let them rest and inspect them further. This is our air dried pork skin. It looks completely different to our salt dried pork skin. It's a world of difference. It's not even close to the same. It looks, it's uncomparable. Basically, our air dried skin is dark and brown and it has that really good look. It's almost sexy. Whereas the salt dried skin is like, yeah, I don't know, it's like an old lady that sat in the sun too long and put on some sunscreen. I don't know, it's like, it's not that appetizing. But in the end, that doesn't really matter. The question is, which one is better? Which one does taste better? And there's only one way to find out, and let's cut into it. It's super crunchy. It's super crunchy. Like it broke a little like glass. Let's do another slice. And how juicy is that? That's insane. So juicy, so good looking. Totally different, but crunchy. It's like, what is going on? One's crunchy, looks completely different. The other one's crunchy, looks completely different. Like, we're gonna learn stuff here. This is the learning zone. What's going on? It's like, maybe we should do like this. This is yours and this is mine, and then we're gonna and then we'll have a competition. Let's give a piece to Eva first, because she's been silently waiting with us.
It's not silently,
No,
it's far from silently.
Yeah, but that's the reason why I'm giving her food.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll just...
Shut up.
And 1,
Eat.
2, 3, here we go. Up! There we go, all the way over there.
Alright, let's do a quick
let's
taste
do
test.
our job.
I think we should start with the same. With the same one.
It's so boring.
No,
It's so 2020. They
My
can
piece.
handle it.
Okay, okay.
I have faith in my audience. I'm
Okay.
gonna take this one.
Okay.
I think you're
So
a pussy.
I have the salted one,
I think
right?
you're a pussy
Yeah.
for cutting it off. Be a man.
It's hot. I have the salted one, right?
You got the salted one, I got the air dry
All right.
version.
Amazing flavor.
I won.
I think so, yeah.
I don't know. It's definitely crunchy.
But in juiciness, I think we have a fair fight.
I can't hear you. But the noise is so loud.
I can't hear you too. This is also crunchy.
The looks, this one's got the looks. No matter how you throw it, this one's got the looks. I don't know if mine's better than yours, flavor-wise, because I do think flavor is important. You know, you gotta experience like the whole crunchy bit, and in the end, if you would be on a market and you would be buying slices for your sandwich or whatever.
Can't hear you, so crunchy.
Oh, come on.
Okay, sorry.
And you would buying slices and there's just like one guy there. It doesn't matter if it looks like this or like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As long as it tastes good.
Yeah. And the taste of mine is phenomenal.
We should switch up.
I think we should switch up now.
Yours looks good.
Yeah. It's not mine.
It's yours. Yours is better.
In flavor. Oh yeah. What? Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
This is so weird. I wasn't expecting this.
This is not cool. This is not cool.
I thought that.
I lost it to Martin. That's
Dude.
unfair. I don't like this.
Where's the flavor in that one?
Yours tastes amazing. And even your skin is more crunchy than mine.
I don't
My
get it.
skin was more like glass, but yours like fully crunched up.
And I know it's cruel, but compared to this one, this is so low in flavor.
Did you eat everything already? What's up with her and pork?
You don't care about taste, right? It's more like it's about the food.
You're giving her the bad one?
Yeah.
She's part of the team, man.
She doesn't want it. She doesn't want the bad one.
She wants the other one. We got this thing sorted out for you. Don't worry about it. We're gonna make it easy. Just put some salt in a tray, non-ferro tray preferably. Put the pork with the skin down on the salt, and then all you can eat.
If you don't care about food and you just want to be an Instagrammer, go for the other one. Because it looks better.
It looks better.
That's a weird thing. Thank you guys for watching. Please consider to like this video. It really helps us a lot. I want to thank all the patrons. All the YouTube
All of them?
members. Yeah, all the patrons.
Awesome. And the mummies.
All the YouTube members. All the?
Mummies.
The mummies, the puppies, the barbecuers,
The pitmasters.
the pitmasters.
All of y'all.
All of y'all. We can't do that. We can't do that fake accent. We're not.
All of y'all. I can do it.
We're just Dutch farmers.
I don't see a farm. We could have been in Texas, nobody would know.